going on YouTube? So today's video is going to be about LSU football. This is going to be my first real video. Last video was just telling you what the channel was all about and everything. But this video is going to be about LSU Tiger football and everything that's going on inside of that university's football team. So as you may know, the LSU Tigers are number one in all three polls, in the AP poll, in the Power poll, and in the coaches poll. Oh, not coaches, in the BCS poll. And, that rocks. But, so, this Saturday at 3:30 and 4:30 Eastern Pacific time, LSU Tigers are going to be facing Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC Championship. As you can tell from what I'm wearing, I'm going to be going for LSU in this matchup. I think LSU is going to win. My predicted score is going to be Georgia 17, LSU 28. But, that's just me. That's my prediction. And if I'm right, rock on. But, so, who are going to be big impact players inside of this game? Well, my prediction is going to be Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu is a big part of the LSU football team. After his suspension, he was still rusty for a couple games. For about 2 games, I think he was rusty. And then last week's game versus Arkansas, he just rocked. He got a 92-yard punt return for a touchdown. He got 3 or 4 interceptions and 1 forced fumble. And another big part of the game is going to be the wide receivers. And the cornerbacks. Hopefully Eric Reid will be back, but because he was out last game, and he got injured on the first play, on the opening kickoff for LSU on the kickoff return, and he didn't play in that whole game, and he didn't play last week versus Arkansas. So hopefully he'll be back, but if he didn't, I think they can still do it without Eric Reid. And let's talk about that whole quarterback situation right there with Jordan Jefferson and Jarrett Lee. I think that Les Miles is, he just likes Jordan Jefferson more. Because, what he did wrong and what made what made Jarrett Lee have a worse game was that Alabama game. Now, this is just me talking here. This isn't backed by anything at all. It's just what I think. I personally think that he messed up Jarrett Lee's role by, after he threw that first interception, keeping him out of the game. And they talked about that on ESPN, and it made sense. That you're going to make him concerned, you're going to get his head out of the game, and you're going to make him terrified to throw another interception, which is just going to cause more interceptions and more bad throws, which, proved to be right. They put him back in after they kept him out for a series. And you know what? He threw an interception. And he was nervous. You could tell he was nervous. He almost fumbled the snap. Man was nervous. You're going to kick him out of his position. That's a big mistake. They're going with Jordan Jefferson. What I find wrong with that is, even if Jordan Jefferson throws an interception, he still keeps him in the game. That's what I find wrong with that. Jarrett Lee throws an interception, you take him out for a series, or you take him out for the whole game. But Jordan Jefferson throws an interception, he's just a quarterback, he'll do it every now and again. Jarrett Lee he was number 2 for the least interceptions in a season or something. He was number 2. He threw 136 passes without an interception, and then he throws one. You take him out. And he does it again. He goes 130 something the second time, and he throws an interception, and then you take him out for the rest of the season. That's just messed up. Now, I know everybody else has different views. Leave your views and what you think about that at the bottom in the comment section. Don't leave anything vulgar, because, it just doesn't do anything to help out what you're saying. It just makes me flip to the very next comment. But, it's just me. So, also, I think another big part of that is going to be the LSU wide receivers. This LSU football team is most of these players, and a lot of these players, except for the quarterbacks who are just extremely mediocre. Everybody else, and a lot of the other players, not everybody else, but a lot of the other players are playing like professional players. As you can see, these wide receivers making catches and running them back and doing everything that they're supposed to be doing, and they're making spectacular catches every down. They're playing their hearts out. What I believe is going to be the biggest part of the game is going to be LSU's running game. I've never seen 3 better running backs than Michael Ford and Spencer Ware and Hilliard, and whatever his first name is, Hilliard. I haven't seen a better trio of running backs in my life. I just haven't. Especially not on one team where they play them all. Now, that's it. My predicted score for LSU is going to be 28, Georgia 17. That's my prediction. I hate making predictions, and I don't like it because I'm always afraid of jinxing somebody. I never, for this entire season, I've never once said, oh, LSU's definitely going to win. Because I always go back to that 2009 season, or 2007 season, I think it was, when it was like LSU 12, Tulane 9. That was the most terrifying thing. And for a while there, it was like LSU 10, Tulane 9. It was terrifying. I didn't like it. But, that's why I very rarely make predictions on games. And I never say it's going to be a blowout. Because also, look at this Western Kentucky game. Very beginning. We were playing extremely even football. And it was terrifying. I was scared. And they were just playing like a real team who had nothing to lose. And that was also very scary. So, that's everything for this episode. And, as I said once before, I'm Andrew. Have a great day. Signing off.